Hey everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Chrono Trigger. When we left off, we had gone through the rest of Genodome, beat up Robo's friend Atropos, and then beat up Mother Brain, which controlled the whole establishment. We got a couple of items out of that, and then we went around looking for most of the rest of the rocks that we could find, as well as some of Magus' stuff that I missed in Ozzy's lair. Whoops. So now, we've gone through all of that, and it's about time for us to go into the Black Omen to fight through the game's last dungeon. Before I do that, though, I want to point out something briefly about Robo. That was, we picked up a couple of items after we beat up Mother Brain. They are the Terra Arm and the Crisis Arm. Now, the Terra Arm is his best conventional weapon, so if you want to go ahead and equip that, feel free. The Crisis Arm is something a little bit different. Its attack is determined, and the game's description is actually wrong, it is determined by the last digit in your character's HP. So if it's 5, it multiplies the damage by, I believe, 2.5 times. If it's 9, it multiplies it by 4.5 times. If it's 0, obviously you do nothing, so you need to keep an eye on your health if you have Robo in your party and you want to use that thing. I'm going to stick with who I've got now, which is Frog and Ayla, and I'm going to go through and make sure that everybody in here is equipped with some good status locking equipment, especially the prison helms and or the Nova armors, which will do that. So I'm going to give him the safe helm, I guess, and then she's already got the prism helm on, so I think that should do for now. And the main reason for that is the first boss that we're going to fight is, well, nice and statusy. Yay. Okay, now you can enter into the Black Omen pretty much whenever you'd like, except for 65 million BC, which it's not around there yet, or 2300 AD, when Lavos has already destroyed the Earth and Queen Zeal basically just mocks you a bunch. You can trigger the little dot here, and if you want to, you can go back to the airship, but why would you want to do that when you just got here? So, let us see what we have in front of us. Okay, Ayla ended up leveling up on that one, so she now joins the level 46 club, hooray. And I'm gonna not switch out the party. I'm gonna heal up a little bit because we've got ourselves a nice little surprise coming very soon. In fact, pretty much as soon as we walk in the door. Yay. Well, hello there, Queen Zeal. Fools, haven't you learned your lesson? We are immortal. We shall live forever with Lavos, who devours this planet even as he sleeps. Within 999 years, and this will change depending on when you come in, by the way, he'll become the ruler of this world. The Black Omen is a path which leads to Lavos. It is a shrine which provides us with limitless power. As long as the Mighty One reigns, your dreams are hopeless. And then she proceeds to summon a lackey to do her dirty work for her. Boo. Okay. You should sacrifice yourself to the mighty Lavos. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, whatever. Alrighty, we have the Mega Mutant! Okay, first order of business is he's gonna hit you with that stupid confused tech. But if you have your status equipment accordingly, that shouldn't be much of a problem. Now, you see, of course, obviously I've got Ayla stealing stuff, and this is gonna be true really throughout most of the dungeon. Because basically, if you haven't been using Ayla to steal stuff yet, shame on you. Oh, shame on you for lots of reasons, but especially if you don't do it here, doubly shame on you, because you can get all sorts of nifty stuff from lots of enemies while you're going through. Okay, I uses the sleep stuff, and that's not really going to hurt us any either. Okay, so in essence, just go through and keep taking care of everything you need to. You really don't need to put out a whole lot of effort in regards to trying to beat this guy, especially if you are basically over-leveled like we are because we've gone through all of the side quests and whooped up on all of the bad guys and gotten all of the great stuff, and we're pretty much overpowered. So just wail on him. He can take away some HP with that drain attack there, but that's not really going to hurt you too bad. And we should be, I think we should be relatively close to knocking this guy off the edge because there's not a whole lot to his HP, so we won't be here terribly much longer. Unless Chrono, there you go. Haha. Yep, there we are. And there is your first battle, your first boss battle within the Black Omen. So let's keep on going, and we run into the Incognitos, which, as you might have noticed, look an awful lot like those masky things that Chrono fought against while he was in jail. And yeah, pretty much the same thing. Now, as long as they have their faces outward, you can steal from them, but when they poke their faces out, you can't really steal anything anymore, so, try to take them, or try to steal from them before they start peeping doom on you. But then, just go to town, take them out, not that hard, especially when you've got souped up Rainbow Sword and souped up Mass Immune. Alrighty, and nothing here, so next up on the baddie list is these nice little guys, the Martellos. Alright, I guess I really need to see about healing Frog here. But there's not really a whole lot to these guys either, again, especially if you've got souped up super attacks and you've got your big dogs with you. So just go through and take these guys out. They'll shoot the lasers at you, but that will prompt super attack from Chrono, and poof, there you go. And, well, there you go again. Okay, I want to steal something from them. Come on, there we are. Alright, let's see what we can get from these guys. Ooh, nice. Hyper Ether is good. Yes, definitely steal from these guys then. Okie dokie. So, I'll move further, and we've got another new enemy coming up here that can cause you all sorts of trouble if you're not careful. So definitely keep Frog on healing detail. You're gonna need it because they cheat with that stupid, idiotic Iron Orb drop attack. Boo. Ooh, Nova armor, that's not bad. Although, we pretty much have enough as far as all that goes. Now, if you want to, if you sit there and look at it and go, well, gee, we can just take him out with big magic attacks, right? Well, that's not the best idea, actually. Because if you start using magic attacks on him, then you risk healing him. Or healing them, rather. The goons, plural. So be careful. I would say stick to regular old physical attacks while you're going against these guys. And Chrono critting always helps. So just basically stick to the plan, attack the crap out of them, hope that this doesn't do too much damage, which it shouldn't do terribly much. No, okay. Now, of course, be mindful of your health so that you don't get into too much of a rut before you can measure it up again. But it shouldn't be too much in the way of a super trouble or what have you, just as long as you keep things topped off. Okay, that's, okay, try to get me with a chaos attack, but that's not gonna work because we're guarded against it, ha ha ha. Unfortunately, none of my characters seem to have any sort of, seem to have any sort of, there's that critical, yeah, we've been waiting for that for a while. Alrighty, wow, lots of hit point, or lots of experience and money. Now, one thing to keep in mind if you're going through here, what you might want to do is, actually, it'd be better to show this in another menu. You notice I'm not getting any AP anymore because these guys all have all their ultimate attacks. Now, if you've got others that need those skill points to learn attacks, you might want to be subbing them in. I'm not going to just yet. I may do some stuff off camera because there's some things I need to pick up. But I'm not going to sub these guys in right now because I want to go ahead and just sort of run you through part of this dungeon before we step off. Alright, got these guys again. Oh, new enemies. Okay, let's take these. Alright, Synchrite. Almost sounds like it should be a slogan or something. And we get a stop attack, which again, we're guarded against because we've got our equipment on. Ha 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 ha. Now, these Synchrite. Okay, let me get Chrono healed up here. You see, of course, they're basically just big old machines that shoot out not very strong missiles at you. I'll get Ayla stealing from them in a minute just so that you can see what we end up getting from these guys. I guess that's their big trick, I suppose, so not really that much to them. But I can get these things stolen and then we can take these guys out. Ah, gold earrings, okay, not bad. Now we only really need, okay, you've got a laser attack too, which is probably gonna hurt a bit more. Okay, a bit more, yeah. Alright, so gold earrings from him is not that bad, but we can use hyper ethers and stuff more because we already have a gold earring, and I favor the studs more than the earrings, really, because the earrings have they up your HP. The studs decrease your magic use, and I really prefer the decreased magic use to the increased HP. Alrighty, so there these guys go. And even better experience, nice. And a hyper ether, that's even better. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and heal up here. I don't think I'm gonna save here just yet because we can go a little bit further and fight some more of these guys and be able to get some more stuff. So, all right, these are the panels. And I would advise you the first, second, and third move you should make is to steal from these guys. And try as best you can to restrain Chrono from killing them until you steal from them, because you get, well, nothing that time, crap. But let me get Ayla loaded up again, and I'm not going to attack until I get these guys items, because I want to make sure that we get items from them. So let's see if it works this time. Come on, work, dang it, work. There we go, speed tabs. Now, as much as we've had issues with slow characters in the past, you can see why speed tabs are absolutely 100% super duper spiffy diffy things that we really want to take home. So make sure that you get those things from the panels before you kill them. There we go. Okay, now you can unleash your wrath upon them and poof them out. Which they don't really disappear, they just kind of go poof. There we go. Okay. And then, kakar, they're gone. Alright, so move on, and I think we got more of them up here. Okay, Frog ended up leveling up on that one, and 2 more speed tabs. Yay! Okay, now we've got these guys, and I actually am going to switch the party out for this one to load in some of the others that have some techs that they need to learn. Because these guys, if you're able to get them dead, they can give you some serious tech points. But the problem is, A, they lock all your techs out, boo. And B, you're gonna have a hard time trying to hit them. So what you'll want to do is go after the boss orb so that you can actually take that out and then try to see if you can hit these guys. There we go. Okay, well, that hit anyway. It's a lot like some of the other sort of super types of enemies that we saw, say, in the Mount of Woe and what have you. You're going to have a hard time hitting them, but just like you do with the enemies like the Rubble, if you can hit them before they disappear, it's worth it. You see 100 tech points there. Oh, we've got Cure Touch, okay. Oh, maybe we can show that one off with the next set of enemies. Ah, more of them, okay. We won't be able to show them off with these guys, unfortunately, because they're gonna lock me out. But I can see about getting some more tech points and so on and so forth. Uh-oh, wrong one. Now let's take out the boss orb first. Okay, so go for the boss orb because you're not gonna have any real trouble hitting it. And it'll also, well, keep you from getting hit with attacks. So go after the boss guy and quit doing that, dang it. And then once you get him taken out, you can go after you can go after these guys. Oh, that's nice. Come on, one more hit. And you're gone, so I'm gonna have to hope we can hit you. Yeah, there we go. Okay, good. So another 100 tech points there. And I think we've got a different set of enemies here, I believe. Nope, same ones. Okay. Alright, well, I'm gonna switch. Now, actually, let me keep these guys in the party, and I will go ahead and skip this battle. Okay, well, Marley leveled up on that battle, and I actually managed to get all 3 of them dead, so 200 tech points for me. Yay! That should place us pretty close to learning stuff now. Yeah, 124 for you, 453 for you, 275 for you. So yeah, definitely, if you're fighting against enemies or if you're fighting with party members that need to learn techs, definitely sub them in for this part of it so that you can get that experience to them. Now, let's go back to our regularly scheduled program already in progress. And we have Metal Mutants, I guess. I don't know why you wanted to do that, except to kill Frog, and yep, there he goes. Okay, crap, oh well. Alright, well, needless to say, get these guys dead quickly, because otherwise you're in a world of trouble. And then he'll hit you with Shining Bit, which is a nice lightning attack. Shouldn't do Chrono too much harm. Nah. Now, I think it just happened to be pure dumb luck that Frog got hit with both of those drains at the same time. But all the same, come on, will you quit that? Okay, well, great. Alright, well, let's charm you and get you dead, shall we? So that hopefully I can bring Frog back. Okay, good, another Hyper Ether. Not really worth it from these guys, though, because they're just going to sit there and try to keep killing you. So, okay, let me go ahead. Actually, let me go ahead and use her for the revive. And use him. There we go. Use him for the full tonic. Yes. Now let me heal Frog. Thank you. Boo. Alright. Good. That should help at least somewhat. These are guys that, I mean, I really wouldn't recommend that you obsess with. Did you quit that? That you obsess with trying to steal from, because it's just not really worth it in the end, because they're going to sit there and just keep on going after you and keep on milking your HP, so you might end up spending way too many resources like I'm sort of having to do before you're able to really make a whole lot of progress. So if you're looking for a source for Hyper Ethers, I would not recommend these guys. Not in the slightest. See, there we go again. Okay, now, just basically get these guys dead, and I don't think we're too terribly far away from it. Well, I thought we weren't. And, good grief, they seem magnetically drawn to the weakest members of the party. Man alive. Okay, this is starting to really take on ridiculous levels here. Alright, I think, and then of course Chrono picks that time to not crit, but it ended up being okay anyway. Alright, well that was a bit rougher than I thought it was going to be, so mea culpa on that one. Get us healed up a little bit here. So in essence, when you're fighting these metal mutes, in fact, it's probably a good idea to just spam super attacks just to get these guys out of the way. That's the route I think I'm going to take here. And we've got a couple of new enemies along with it. Alright, so these guys are the Flyclopses. Well, at least they didn't hit me with the drain straight off anyway. Alright. Triple kick, you little retards. I'm going to take you guys out first, and then we'll see what we can steal from these Flyclopses. Alright, not too bad. And I'm going to cheat. Well, we don't need to do Frog Squash. Let's do Water 2. And then I'm going to cheat and use Luminaire. So it's probably going to take... Would you cut that out? Oh well, it means I don't get to show off the Flyclopses because they're pretty much already dead. especially with Frog doing water and Chrono doing Luminaire. Alright, that's 2 of them, and then Luminaire should take out the third, I would think. Yep, ta-ta, farewell. Okay, well, I'll just see what I can steal from those Flyclopses a little bit later. Alright, teleport! Hooray! And back down we go. Let's see. Oh, great, we've got an elevator. Okay, I think what I'm going to end up doing, since we're going to be a bit further on here, is I'm going to go ahead and call it right at this point. I know I don't generally make a habit of calling it in the middle of a dungeon unless I'm at a save point, but we're going to be here for a while. So I'm going to go ahead and limit what we do each time to keep these episodes from getting too terribly long. So in the next episode of Let's Play Chrono Trigger, we're going to go down the elevator and continue our way through the Black Omen. So thank you guys for joining me, and I will see y'all later.